In today's episode, we'll be following Isaac Haxton on a World Poker Tour Caribbean adventure with a buy-in of 7,800. There are only two players left, and Haxton playing heads-up against Ryan Doubt for the title. The blinds are 100,000, 200,000, and the ante is 20,000. Doubt from the button limps and Haxton checks. On the flop, Haxton has a gut shot draw. Doubt bets 300,000 on a 440,000 pot, which is a considerably big bet. Now, Doubt didn't raise pre-flop, and Haxton didn't bet pre-flop from the big blind, so it seems that unless someone is trapping with an ace, no one has an ace, and both players know it. So if Doubt has queen 4 or just a queen, and he knows Haxton doesn't have an ace, why is he betting so much? It looks like Doubt is betting on some kind of a draw like a gut shot or a flush draw, or even just air. Haxton has a gut shot, but he suspects Doubt is betting with a kind of draw or air. But if he's wrong and raises, he could be facing a re-raise, which he can't call. Haxton can easily fold here, but he knows that Doubt will surely keep betting, and if he hits a no-heart 5, he can check call all the way. In addition, since he thinks Doubt has no queen or ace, he can call and represent those cards and will try to take the pot later in the hand. This advanced bluffing technique is commonly referred to as the float play. With that in mind, Haxton decides to call. On the turn, a king of diamonds shows up. Haxton checks and so does Doubt. Now the question is, if Doubt was on a gut shot draw like Jack 10, King Jack, or King 10, even though he would have raised pre-flop with those cards, which he didn't, why wouldn't he bet now? If he has a straight and Haxton by calling on the flop can represent maybe a queen, why shouldn't he bet? If he has a king and he knows Haxton doesn't have an ace and might have a queen, why check? Also, if he has a flush draw, why shouldn't he bet and continue representing a decent hand from the flop? With these factors, it's looking like Doubt's hand is not very strong. He might have a pair of 4s or air. On the river, a queen of clubs shows up, and according to Haxton's plan on the flop to play a float, it's time to bet, and the queen is a great card for him to bet with, since his call on the flop might indicate that he has a queen. In addition, Haxton's hand is just 3 high, and he has no choice but to bet in order to win the hand. And so now the question is how much to bet. The pot is a bit more than 1 million, and 850,000 looks like a very big bet that doesn't necessarily indicate a very big hand. So if Doubt has a pair of 4s, he might call. The same thing to a bet of 550,000. It's really hard to put Haxton on a queen, and there is a chance he's bluffing. So if Doubt has a pair of 4s, he might call. With those choices in mind, 700,000 is a good bet. Doubt's raise to 2 million looks very suspicious. The only hand he can raise with according to how the hand was developed contains a queen, but as I mentioned on the flop, it's not looking like he has a queen according to his big bet on the flop, so this raise looks a bit odd. Haxton can fold here, but he decided to keep going with his story that he has a big hand that contains a queen or a straight and went all in. Doubt with 7 high couldn't call.